Well, tonight we continue to highlight prominent Hispanic figures in West Michigan to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. Current Kalamazoo College president Jorge Gonzalez is the school's first ever Hispanic president.
New tonight, News 8's Ruben Juarez sat down with him to learn more about his path to becoming president.
Brian and Sue, growing up in Monterrey, Mexico, Jorge Gonzalez knew he wanted to make an impact on society. He aspired to work in government, but his collegiate studies in the U.S. reshaped his plan. He ventured into education and found fulfillment. His role in the classroom ultimately leading him to West Michigan. Gonzalez is Kalamazoo College's first Hispanic president.
Coming to Kalamazoo College is like winning the lottery.
Jorge Gonzalez doesn't take his role at K College lightly, but growing up in Monterrey, Mexico, he had a different vision.
What I wanted to do when I grew up was to work in the government. I wanted to develop better economic policies to produce more growth, because I knew more growth would reduce poverty, would increase the standard of living.
While in college in Mexico, Gonzalez studied abroad for a year in Wisconsin.
I needed to improve my English, and I wanted to meet people that are different from me.
Gonzalez returned home, finished his bachelor's at Monterrey Tech, then came back to the state to earn a PhD in economics at Michigan State. In his fourth year in East Lansing, he was offered an opportunity to teach.
As a result of that experience, my whole life plan changed. And I said, forget about working in the government. What I want to be is a professor of economics. So to me, that opportunity to teach a class was like an internship, because I was given for a short period of time a chance to try something different.
He eventually taught economics at Trinity University in San Antonio for more than 20 years.
At that point, I was in my mid-40s, and I did an internship in college administration. Once again, that internship changed my life.
The internship at Pomona College in California led to an administrative role at Occidental College in Los Angeles. 6 years later, Gonzalez got a call from K College to be president.
Kalamazoo College believes in personal education, which is what I've been doing all my life as a professor. Kalamazoo College believes in experiential education, in sending students abroad, in having students do internships, in having students engage with the community.
As president, Gonzalez has a number of goals for K College, including making school affordable and setting an example for Hispanic students thinking about attending college.
We have one of the highest percentages, if not the highest, of Latinos and Latinas of any college and university in the state of Michigan.
Gonzalez adds that Hispanic students at K College aren't just from Michigan. They also come from other areas of the U.S. with large Hispanic populations like Southern California and South Texas. Reporting in studio, Ruben Juarez, News 8.